Welcome back to Stories with Consequences. This is episode 8 of our Frankenstein saga. Today, we are going to witness a miracle. Imagine living your entire life inside a box. A space so small you can barely stand up. The floor is dirt. The wind whistles through the cracks. You have to be perfectly silent. You cannot cough. You cannot sneeze, because if the people on the other side of the wall hear you, they will kill you. This is the reality for Frankenstein's creature. After being beaten and stoned by the villagers in the last episode, he has gone into hiding. He has found a small shed or hovel attached to the back of a cottage. He buries himself in the straw like an animal. But he is not an animal. He is a spy. For months, he spends every waking hour with his eye pressed against a tiny chink in the wood. He is watching a reality show that no one else can see. He is watching a family called the DeLaceys. We are going to watch a creature made of dead body parts discover the most powerful weapon in human history, language. But as he gets smarter, he is also going to get sadder, because knowledge is sorrow. The creature becomes obsessed with his neighbors. There is an old blind man named DeLacy. There is a young man named Felix, and a girl named Agatha. At first, the creature doesn't understand them. He sees them weeping. He sees them looking stressed. He can't figure out why. They have a house. They have fire. They have each other. To the monster, they are rich. But then he realizes the truth. They are starving. He sees the young man, Felix, working all day in the garden, only to give his portion of food to the old blind father. Felix goes hungry so his dad can eat. This destroys the monster. Up until now, he thought humans were just violent attackers. Now, he sees self-sacrifice. He sees love. He feels a sharp pain in his chest. It is empathy. The monster had been stealing their food at night to survive. But when he realizes they are hungry, he makes a moral choice. He stops stealing. He decides to eat berries and roots from the woods instead. But he wants to do more. He decides to become their guardian angel. Every night while the family sleeps, he goes into the forest. He uses his superhuman strength to chop wood. He gathers enough firewood to last them for days and piles it neatly by their door. He sweeps the snow from their path. In the morning, the family finds the wood. They are astonished. They think it is magic. They call it the work of a good spirit. Just think about the irony of this. They think an angel is helping them. In reality, it is the demon that they would shoot on sight. At this point in the story, the monster is acting more human than any human we have met so far. But there is still a barrier. The monster hears them making sounds. He hears words like milk, fire, and wood, but he cannot understand the grammar. He is frustrated. He wants to speak, but he has no teacher. Then fate intervenes. A stranger arrives at the cottage. She is a beautiful Arabian woman named Safi. She does not speak their language. This is the perfect plot device by Mary Shelley. Because Safi doesn't speak the language, the family has to teach her. They start from the beginning. They point to an object and say the name. And on the other side of the wall, the monster is taking the same class. He mimics their words. He learns very quickly. He learns the words for good, dearest, and unhappy. But he doesn't just learn words. He learns ideas. Felix reads a book to Sephia called Ruins of Empires. This is a history book, and as the monster listens to the history of the world, he is horrified. He learns about the Roman Empire. He learns about wars, massacres, and slavery. He asks himself a question that philosophers have asked for centuries. Was man, indeed, at once so powerful, so virtuous and magnificent, yet so vicious and base? He cannot understand how humans can be so kind to their families, but so cruel to strangers. He is learning that humanity is a paradox. One night, while foraging for food, the creature finds a lost leather bag. Inside, he finds some clothes and 3 books. These 3 books are going to shape his entire personality. It is the most important reading list in literature. The first book is The Sorrows of Young Werther. This is a story about a man who is depressed, and rejected by the woman he loves. From this book, the creature learns about emotions. He learns what it feels like to be sad and gentle and domestic. He learns that suicide is something humans think about when they are in pain. The second book is Plutarch's Lives. This is a history of great Greek and Roman heroes. From this, the creature learns about virtue. He learns that men should be noble. They should fight for the Republic. They should be honorable. He decides that he wants to be a hero, not a villain. But the third book changes everything. It is Paradise Lost. This is the epic poem about God, Adam, and the devil. The creature reads this book as if it were a true history, and he tries to figure out where he fits in. He thinks, I should be Adam. I was created by a god. I was the first of my kind. But Adam was happy. Adam was perfect. And most importantly, God gave Adam a wife. God protected Adam. The creature realizes he is not Adam. He says, many times I considered Satan as the fitter emblem of my condition. Like Satan, he has been cast out. Like Satan, he watches the happiness of others with envy. But he realizes that he is actually worse off than Satan, because Satan had friends. Satan had other demons to talk to in hell. The monster is completely, utterly alone. He is sad, but he still has hope, until he finds the final piece of the puzzle. He reaches into the pocket of the clothes he stole from Victor on the night of his creation. He finds a crumpled paper. It is Victor Frankenstein's laboratory journal. The creature reads his own origin story, but it isn't a love letter. He reads Victor's handwriting describing him as a filthy type. He reads about how disgusted Victor was while making him. Imagine reading your father's diary and finding out that he hated you before you were even born. He realizes that his own creator considers him a mistake. He goes to a pool of water to drink. For the first time in the daylight, he sees his own reflection clearly. He sees the yellow skin, the watery eyes, the black lips. He recoils in horror. He finally understands why the villagers attacked him. He isn't just a man. He is a monster. He says, I was filled with the bitterest sensations of despondence and mortification. He is ugly. He is hated. He is an outcast. But he still has one hope. The de Lacys. He has watched them for months. He knows they are kind. He knows they love virtue. He convinces himself that if he can just speak to them, Miff, They can hear his words before they see his face. They will accept him. He formulates a plan. He waits for a day when the young people go for a long walk, leaving the old blind man alone. He knows the blind man cannot judge his appearance. He knows this is his one and only chance to make a friend. The education is over. The test is about to begin. In the next episode, the monster walks into the cottage. Subscribe, because the tragedy is about to begin.